Hi, this is Paige from Paige Pilates. Welcome back, and today we've got a little bit of lower back relief. So maybe you've been in the car too long, you're traveling, maybe airplane. Oh, airplane seats, terrible. But so many people come to Pilates with lower back discomfort. And sometimes it feels so bad that you're like, I'm not sure if I can even do Pilates today. These are my go-tos for when my back feels really tight, like maybe we're heading down the path to spasm and I'd like to stop that before we even get there. So remember to modify as you need, leave things out if they don't feel right to your body. You know your body better than anyone else. But let's get started, because the only way to get out of pain is to move through it as slowly, as gently as we need to. We're gonna start lying down on your back. And just bending your knees wherever is comfortable. And we're gonna start with breathing. So maybe you place one hand on your chest, one hand on your belly, and you breathe in. Feel both hands rise, breathe out. So we're just starting with some diaphragmatic breaths here. And especially your belly. Make sure that your belly is rising and falling. We're trying to get the diaphragm to move down to pull air into your lungs, and then move the diaphragm up to push the air out of your lungs. Yes, the diaphragm and how we breathe is very connected to our back, all of the muscles in the back of our body. A couple more just like that. Slow, steady breaths. Getting the diaphragm to expand and contract. Let's do one more just like that. And you might even pause the video and just keep doing that for 5-10 minutes. Deep belly breaths is one of the best things to do when your back is really angry. But if you're ready to move on, bring your arms down by your sides and let's do some gentle pelvic tilts. Press your low back into the mat and release. And exhale, press your lower back into the mat and release. We're just trying to move the pelvis very gently to lengthen that lower back and then release back to neutral. Just gentle movement here, starting to feel the abs. Move the pelvis back and forth. 2 more. Exhale, press the low back and release. 1 more. Exhale, press and release. Good. Just take your knees and let them sway over to the right, only as far as is pain-free. You'll bring them back through center and sway them over to the left. Just finding a gentle twisting motion in the lower back. Keeping the shoulders flat on the mat, on the carpet, whatever you're on. This is a favorite for lower backs. When we rotate, we're refreshing that cerebrospinal fluid. We're encouraging those muscles in the back that are tight to relax. So again, you might go like 2 or 3 times as slow as I'm going now. Love these. Coming back to center. And remember, if you're like, it's not getting better, pause the video. Find a heating pad, an ice pack, do what you need. Listen to your body. But if this is starting to feel better, let's keep moving. Bring your right leg up to tabletop and put it back down. And right leg again. Just starting to find that stability in the center, because if we can find the stability in the front of the body, it's possible some of the things in the back of the body will let go. And place it back down. Other side. Left leg lifts. And the thing is, motion is lotion. If we can move things like our hips and our shoulders and the joints around the spine, above and below, sometimes that's enough to add circulation to get the back to go, okay, we're all right. Now, if that went well, you could alternate and put that leg down. The whole time I'm doing these little marches, I'm sinking my belly button down. I'm not letting the abs pop up, but I'm bracing my abs like my cat is going to jump on my belly. Breathing wherever you like here. Let's do one more on each side. Last one. Good. All right, we're gonna come on up to sitting. You might roll onto your side and use your hands. Do whatever you need. But sit, you could sit like I'm sitting on a chair, the legs straight down is always great. You can sit cross-legged. Any way that's comfortable for you. I'm gonna let my legs dangle and we're gonna find a nice gentle side bend. Up and over to one side. Exhale, tall. Because the other thing that lower backs love is side bending. Gentle, we're not forcing anything here. But you're gonna anchor both sits bones down into the mat. And just start moving side to side. You might get your elbow all the way down, you might not. Whatever feels good. We're trying to lengthen one side and then lengthen the other. One more to each side. This is even a good one to sneak in your office chair. Yeah, on a lunch break. Good. Come back up, sitting nice and tall. And just notice if anything's starting to feel a little bit better. We're gonna flip over onto your hands and knees now. So finding hands underneath your shoulders, knees underneath your hips. We're gonna find that same pelvic tilt again. Tuck your tailbone under, gently round the lower back and extend. Notice I'm not even moving my upper back yet. This is just my lower back. And you might just stick with this really small motion, feeling the abs engage, or you could start to make it larger with me. Exhale. Come through center. Inhale. And the whole time I'm doing these cat-cows, I'm thinking of making my spine longer. My head and my tailbone are actually reaching away from each other as I move through cat and cow. Breathe in. And let's do one more in each direction. This is one I do right away if I start feeling my back tightening up. And let's find a neutral spine. Now, picture your favorite dog, your favorite furry friend, and wag your tail to the right, and then wag your tail to the left. So again, I'm just moving my pelvis and my lower back here. If you can see my shoulders, my head, they're not moving. This is a little bit of side bending for your spine. If that feels good, you could add tilt your ear to your shoulder, so that if you had a unicorn horn coming out the top of your head, it would be going the same way as your tail. Might start feeling some obliques firing up. Oh, this is always a good one. 2, and one more. Let's come back to the center and sit back for a child's pose. Knees could be together or wide, and I want you to find those deep belly breaths again. Feel the back of your body expand. Like you're breathing into the very back of your rib cage, right across your middle back here. If this is bothering the shoulders at all, just know you can bring the arms in, totally fine. The power of our breath is pretty incredible. Just deep breathing is going to do something positive for your back and start moving you in the right direction of getting you out of pain. I always spend some time in child's pose if I feel my back starting to flare up. One more nice big breath here. And come on out. That's all I've got for you today. Just something short, because another thing, sometimes when our backs are starting to bother us, we try to do like all of the things. We try this, we try that, we try 7 different solutions. Sometimes less is more. And just 10 minutes, little bit of movement, lots of breathing. I would highly advise you to drink lots of water and do your best to get some good sleep. Sleep is when we do so much of our healing and recovery. So take good care of yourselves. But if this was helpful, let me know. Love to see your questions or comments below. And send this to a friend whose back's been bothering them. You're trying to be like, hey, try Pilates, it helps. I hope you're feeling better soon. And I'll see you next time for some more on Page Pilates.